Well, Polytechnic in the Upper West region is to be renamed after Ghana's former president, Dr. Hilla Limann. It will be known as Dr. Hilla Limann Polytechnic. President Akufo-Addo announced this in Accra at a ceremony to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the death of Dr. Hilla Limann. The president said what was left are the necessary parliamentary processes leading to the change of name of the institution. He promised that the government will take care of the widow of the late president.
A scholar, diplomat, philanthropist, and above all, the president of the Third Republic, the late Dr. Hilla Limann, passed on exactly 2 decades ago. Dr. Limann rode into the highest office of the land on the ticket of the People's National Party in 1979. Born on December 12th in 1934, he was president from September 24th in 1979 to December 31st in 1981. After his overthrow, the former president remained in the country till the political space opened up in 1992 and formed the People's National Congress (PNC) and contested in the presidential race but placed third. The late Dr. Limann was born in Gwolu in the Sisala West district of the Upper West region and was orphaned at the age of 4. The young boy from Gwolu, after his basic education at the government middle school in Tamale in 1949, strived to study political science at the London School of Economics. He also obtained a Bachelor of Arts degree in history at the University of London and a PhD in political science and constitutional law at the University of Paris. He died on the 23rd of January in 1998. The 20th anniversary of his death was used to celebrate him.
We're all aware of his abrupt ousting in 1981, a subject that remains painful for the family at large. But in the years that followed, he lived a simple life, fulfilling and rich life with his family. And never once did I hear my father express remorse, regret, or speak ill of anybody, for that was who he was.
The former First Lady, Mrs. Hilla Limann, described the overthrow of the Limann government as unjustified because it brought an end to her husband's vision for the country.
One thing I do believe is that Hilla was one God's special gift to this nation, as the Almighty used him to emulate the sort of selfless and incorruptible leadership this country needs. Although my children and I have paid a heavy price for being part of this great man's legacy, in hindsight, I am indeed grateful to God for the privilege of being part of this great testimony.
A former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Ivan Adai-Mensah, described Dr. Limann as an unsung hero of Ghanaian politics whose brief tenure in office set an unparalleled standard for selflessness, probity and loyalty. President Akufo-Addo described Dr. Limann as an illustrious son of the Upper West region. He said the former president should be celebrated as an eminent Ghanaian, distinguished statesman and a patriot. For this reason, Wa Polytechnic would be named after him.
It is appropriate that on this occasion of commemoration of the 20th anniversary of his death, I announce with pleasure that the Governing Council of Wa Polytechnic in the Upper West region, at its meeting on Thursday, 18th January 2018, unanimously proposed to the dynamic Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, Member of Parliament for Menchia South, that the institution should be renamed after Dr. Hilla Limann. Once the parliamentary process has been completed, the Wa Polytechnic will thenceforth be called the Hilla Limann Polytechnic. I take this opportunity to assure the family of the late president that his widow, Mrs. Hilla Limann, who continues to conduct herself with dignity, as befits a former First Lady of Ghana, will continue to benefit from the care and attention of government.
The Hilla Limann Foundation was launched.
is the late